day for you to go fund yourself at 5:30. Guardians set to play Game 2 of 2 against the Cincinnati Reds tonight, 6:10 here on MMS and on the iHeartRadio app. Remember, all through the month of May, and we are on the backside of the month now, you can use the promo code MAYDAY for 20% off whatever you get over at CLA Clothing Company. If you're in one of their stores, you can use it when you check out. If you're online, you can use it when you check out. But don't forget, because however many times you want to get stuff from them, that promo code will get you 20% off right off the top. So Mayday all this month. Who knows what it'll be in June? Simply no way to know. Next week, I'm going to have things to give to you. Some of these might interest you. A Day to Remember. You like that band? You like A Day to Remember? They're playing. Jacobs Pavilion at Nautica, end of July. This is a good lineup, by the way. Day to Remember, Ghost Inside, Beartooth, and Bad Omens. That's a murderer's row right there. So that's a good show. Nikki Glazer is back in Cleveland. I think she might be on in the next week or so. The Pride of St. Louis, Missouri. Nikki Glazer is doing a show at the Agora on June the 3rd. And if all of that is too upbeat for you, maybe you're a little more sullen. Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness with Dashboard Confessional. We'll play August 5th at the Agora, and I'll have tickets for you for that show next week as well.
Nikki was on some episodes, I think just one episode of The Circle, which I know your wife watches.
Yeah.
And they were roasting each other. I always like seeing her pop up on stuff. And she's got like a reality show now,
Yeah,
right?
she's dynamite because she's always hustling and she's always got some new thing on. She was doing like a morning show on satellite. And then she had the Comedy Central thing. And now she's got another show.
Then she hosted the F-Boy show.
Yep.
Which I actually really enjoyed that show.
F-Boy Island or whatever?
Yeah. Island, yeah. But yeah, now she's got like a reality show on E! I haven't checked that out yet, though.
Yeah, One Night with Nikki Glazer is the tour that brings her to the Agora. And then she's got specials on Netflix. She's got Bangin'. She's on the stand-ups. Not Safe with Nikki Glazer was her thing for a while. She's on the Degenerates, that Netflix thing where Bobby Kelly's on it, and I think Norton's on that.
Yep.
So she's always doing something. Last time she was here, she was going on, and she couldn't get a man. Can't find a man.
I think that's been an ongoing thing with her.
Yes, it has.
And the time that I said she was,
approachably
hot, and I meant it in such a nice way, and it came across.
She was not pleased with you, boy.
I know.
Approachable hot. She was in here.
Yeah, I said it to her face.
She sat across
That's how
from me.
approachably hot I thought she was. That I was trying to be nice, and I meant that she did, like, her body language was what. It wasn't anything about her face. But I know
that's how she took it.
I know she's very sensitive about
her face,
looks and yeah.
Well, we'll see. She's lovely and she's funny, and just one of those. I don't know. I'm sure nobody has thought about it longer and harder than she has.
Right.
Why am I? Who am I? What am I? I don't know. But if you follow her on social media, you won't be disappointed. So I'll have tickets for you next week for that. Poundcake's still getting a winner. And then we'll do the... Oh, by the way, I got a letter from... We were talking about the Savannah Bananas yesterday, the Major League Ball team. Mm-hmm. Sorry, minor league ball team. Yeah, that is doing just these weirdo... Sometimes they do weirdo Harlem Globetrotters type games, and other times they're playing regular games. And I got a letter from Erica, who is our bureau chief in Florence, South Carolina. And she said down there, they have the Florence Flamingos, and they regularly play the Savannah Bananas.
Oh.
She said it's part of an entire summer league of recruited college baseball players.
Oh, cool.
So what does that mean? They're going to go into the pros? Or they're already in the minor leagues?
No, they might not make it into the pros. I think it's just they got a chance to play baseball for a summer and make some a little bit of money doing it.
Yeah.
Florence Flamingos?
How about Tariq Cohen?
Oh, what happened with him? I didn't even see it.
Tore his Achilles tendon in workouts. So
he already had an injury. Did he tear it again?
So we had Tariq Cohen on the Bears, and he was hurt a lot. And he got over those injuries. Bears cut him last month, I think, because he was getting hurt. And so he's a free agent, and he's working out with a team, I thought. And anyway, he is like, this is going to be great. I want to show everybody.
Yeah.
Because he was, again, he was getting hurt. So he live streams this on his Instagram that he's working out. But you see him go down, and he grabs the back of his leg. Some people said they heard something. I didn't hear anything. But anyway, he's hoping this is going to be his time, right? I'm going to get paid. I'm going to get somebody to pick me up. He ruptured his Achilles tendon.
Man, that is such a bummer.
Yeah. Yeah. He was an all-pro a few years ago. Like, he's just one of these guys where they're like, this guy's going to be a big deal. He keeps getting hurt.
Well, he's a guy that he's got like a unique skill set. Very fast, but he's very undersized. But his speed is such an asset that you want him on your team.
Yeah.
To, because anytime he touches the ball, he could go for a big play.
Yeah.
And then
we had him in Chicago for about 3 or 4 seasons,
yeah.
but he literally only, I can't remember if he played when they were in town to play the Browns, but he only played like 3 games last season because he was hurt.
Yeah, he tore his ligament in his knee in 2021, missed the rest of the season, working his way back, and then he tears his Achilles tendon.
And by the way, this isn't like an injury that you are laid up for a couple of weeks, then you're fine.
No,
that's a huge deal. Yeah,
this is a year. And in running back years, you're already on, because you're very replaceable at the running back position. So
is that because there's so many people at that position?
There's so many people. It's also just a very brutal position.
Yeah,
because you're taking so much contact. So running backs don't last as long as some of the other positions. So a guy like Adrian Peterson or like Frank Gore, who played 10 plus years at running back, that's an anomaly.
Frank Gore just knocked that dude out, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He's boxing.
Yeah.
He laid a dude out.
Yeah.
Poundcake, are you ready for the sports break?
Yep.
Okay, let me give away this money real quickly, and you get your last 17 seconds of prep going there.
Okay.
And, just put the finishing touches on it in 17 seconds.
But don't overthink it and mess it up.
Don't overthink it and mess it up. This is your last chance today to get some money. It's $1,000. You can go fund yourself. Good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword BANK at WMMS.com. That's BANK. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
Play ball! This is a Poundcake Sports Break!
In the headlines today, Glenn Big Daddy Davis showed that donk on his Instagram story. Glenn, who's a 9-year NBA vet, thought it would be nice to post a thirst trap for a little publicity stunt. If you remember correctly, Big Daddy violated his bail conditions to watch the Celtics, which is his former team, after he had been charged with submitting fraudulent medical claims through the NBA's medical plan back in March. Well, those milk duds don't look fraudulent to me. They look healthy and thick. Hey, Big Daddy. Also, news broke yesterday that Tom Brady is set to be roasted. The greatest player of all time calls for the greatest roast of all time. Oh, what will they talk about? You mean him kissing his teenage son on the mouth isn't enough? What about Deflategate? What about him playing Find the Worm with Aaron Hernandez in the locker room? I'll be watching with a snack. And lastly, NHL star Mitch Marner was carjacked at gunpoint in Toronto Monday night. The Toronto police responded to the call and said they are still looking for his Range Rover as of now. I imagine since it's been 2 days that Rover is probably out of range. And it's been a tough week for the Maple Leaf player. This comes just after he was bounced from Game 7 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tough break. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes this Poundcake Sports Break.
Play ball! This is a Poundcake Sports Break!
Is Find the Worm a game?
I made it a game for the Point of the Sports.
Find the Worm. I've heard of
Find
Hide
the
the Sausage.
yeah.
I never heard Find the Worm. Oh, boy.
Find the Worm.
I mean, it sounds like fun. Sounds like a lot of fun.
It would be a lot of fun with Tom Brady.
Yeah. You saw your boy Madison Cawthorn's out.
Oh man, he just had a naked video with his cousin. What's the big deal?
Man.
Wait, did he come out as gay?
No, he's not gay. He is.
He's just a douche.
I know plenty
and
of
they finally
dudes,
figured it out.
I know plenty of dudes like Madison where they say gay stuff and they do gay things with their straight friends, and it's not gay. And in this instance,
It's just super douchey and immature.
I think
It's
I think his cousin is his caretaker, though, so that takes it to another level because his cousin is paid to essentially assist him
because he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, so on that level, I can understand when they say and do gay things. White boys, sorry, I'm calling out y'all. You guys do gay stuff, and you guys get away with it because you're white. If a black guy were to do it, if anybody else of color were to do that to their other friends, they would be like, dude, that's gay. White boys get away with it, and
Yeah,
especially
but there's
cute ones.
but well, okay. I mean, I'll take your word for it. But
It's
I mean,
true.
There have to be there's no groups of young black dudes who do that.
Nope. There are none that do it in public and film it. No, it's a white boy thing. It's a cute white boy thing. Frat boys are the gayest among all of us.
Yeah, he lost his primary, so I mean,
Okay.
he'll still be in there until I think January.
Those
He's still-
Republicans extorted him to get out.
Well, it's funny because that is your Republican Party in a nutshell. I mean, to be diplomatic about it, voter fraud couldn't care less because they know they can't win on policy, so they're totally cool with that. Forced birth, totally down with that because they're obsessed with your crotch. But boy, you mentioned coke orgies.
Yep.
And they will cut you out like a tumor.
You have to conform or not. It's politics, and that is politics.
Well, it's not even conform. That dude was trying to out MAGA everybody else. It's just that they really went ham on getting him out of there
He didn't
because he's
know-
a full-on douche. None of these
No.
people in that kind of him and Marjorie Taylor Greene, none of them have any interest in doing any leading or legislating. So it's all trolling. But
That's where I think
eventually,
you're wrong.
Eventually, the voters will go, Get out of here, man. Like, you're a young dude. If you want to come back down the line, maybe. But right now, you're like a full-on douche.
I think
You're supposed to be working for the people of the state. That's not too much to ask.
I think he went in with the best of intentions.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He was a college boy who...
He didn't know how Hollywood or how
You find
politics
me,
worked.
if you saw any, when he was running, if you saw any, he's like, I'm a young, good-looking guy. I'm going to milk this paralyzed thing. I'm going to milk this MAGA thing. All these rubes are going to vote for me.
He got
And
married.
they did. Yeah, he got married. Whatever.
to change his PR.
Perception, yeah.
Yeah. I think he went in with the best of intentions. I thought.
Where's the evidence to support that notion?
This is my opinion, so I don't necessarily have evidence, but I feel like
You form opinions based on nothing.
I know
Yeah.
how the I know how the Republicans responded to him, and I don't think he realized what he was dealing with. I think he thoroughly believed in the MAGA thing, all of that. I think he believed that he was malleable. I think he believed in the whole MAGA thing. He didn't realize that is just a facade, that the Republicans don't really believe
Yes,
in
he
MAGA.
knew it.
No,
yes, he
got in
did.
Hollywood and he's like, oh, wait, you guys are doing cocaine orgies. He's like, well, I can't do coke. And he was like, I can't have an orgy because so.
Well, why can't he do coke?
Because I feel like, I don't know, do paralyzed people get like regular doctor's visits? I feel like that would like mess with his system.
What,
He's just
what?
paralyzed. He's not.
Yeah.
Your cocaine
You
will
still do
still.
cocaine.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know what else he has going on though. Like paralyzed just may be one thing. I don't know what after stuff he has from that car accident. But all I'm saying is he realized that these people are just like human beings like everybody else. I think he went in there with like a high authority, like, oh, I'm working on the right side. They're just as
You're
corrupt
giving
as
this
the
guy.
left.
You're giving this guy way too much. Republican voters are not sentimental at all. That's what puts them at an advantage. They're not respecters of people. So when there's a figure who like betrays them, or they don't think they're sufficiently,
But why would they care then if he
they
just mentioned
turn
it?
on them, and then they're like, "We're going to destroy your reputation. We're going to find somebody better." That's how you got Trump. They unleashed Trump to menace people, right? Don't get out of line. We'll come for you. They wanted to lynch the vice president.
Yeah, they did want to do that.
So that's why when you talk about like, oh, they'll stop at Roe v. Wade. No, they won't. That's the point, because now they've tasted blood in the water and know they can get what they want. That's why like all these protests, liberal protests, it doesn't do anything.
That's why
because
I don't go.
the MAGA candidates, they're terrified of their constituents, not liberals. Liberals aren't going to kill them. They're terrified of their own constituents. That's why they have to do what they do. If they throw their lot in with those people, which is what Madison Cawthorn did. But he probably figured, I'm a young, good-looking guy. This is going to play great. And he was right. But you're not necessarily going to get a second term out of that.
Okay. But my question to you is, if the Republicans don't care, then why did he just have to say why were they...
Don't care about what? I didn't say they don't care. I said they're not sentimental.
They're not sentimental, but why was that the reason he got out, was mentioning the coke orgies? That shouldn't even be a big deal. Like, no one...
Because they're trying to...
The constituents don't care.
Right, but they're trying to portray themselves as the family values.
These bastions.
But they can discredit him. He's still a Republican vote. They can just discredit him.
Yeah, but they're not... They don't
But
want
he's not
him.
legislating.
Yeah.
These people aren't doing any legislating. They're in there tweeting and, hey, check this out, and blaming the media.
He didn't say any names. I don't understand why they're up in arms about that, of all things. Yes, it's Hollywood. Or I keep saying Hollywood.
Well, they say politics is Hollywood for ugly
That's
people.
what I'm saying. D.C. is literally, the West Coast Hollywood or East Coast Hollywood. And I don't understand why that would be so controversial for him to say that there's cocaine orgies and prostitutes.
It's not controversial. But after a term, the people in your district will go, did this guy do anything for us? Or did he not? Listen, the coke orgy is the headline. That's the clickbait. But the voters will go, now, I imagine they voted for somebody even kookier than him.
Probably.
It's not like they go the other way. We need to find somebody who's really middle of the road, and that's not the way it works. Marjorie Taylor Greene is all mad that people think she's stupid. The Jewish space lasers lady is big mad that everybody makes her look dumb. Gazpacho police lady. She said joining the military is throwing your life away. So she's all mad that the media is making her look dumb. Not her own words. Us.
What did she say about Jewish space lasers?
Google it.
You look it up, yeah.
Okay.
She wanted some of her liberal colleagues executed. Her coworkers. Imagine if you went to work and said, I think we should kill Poundcake.
People call
I just want to slap him on the back.
But all of a sudden her feelings are hurt
Bert.
because people think she's stupid.
But the Republicans went so far as to extort him and post a nude video of him.
There's no extortion.
That is extortion.
It's not. Extortion is say, give us money or this gets released. Guy didn't have any money.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what his second act will be.
It's blackmail.
Huh?
I said it's blackmail.
He wasn't blackmailed.
He'll probably try and be a talking head.
That part works.
He's not going to go to Fox. He'll probably work for the left, if anything, because the left will accept him because now he has inside information. The right is done with him. If he got out of politics, they don't want him either.
They're not done with him, but he's,
He has to go back to North Carolina and then be like, so that just happened. He's now living with his constituents. So now what's he going to do?
Oh, I don't think he'll be living with his constituents.
Where's he going to go?
I don't know. We'll see. I just know you thought he was super cute.
He is cute.
And now he's out.
I log on to his OnlyFans.
I got some breaking news.
Oh!
Before we go to break.
Here we go. Hold on.
Alan Cox Show! Exclusive news update!
And this is specifically for one customer that messages you about Guardians games and gets upset from time to time, but has seemed to change his tune. Guardians game will not start on time.
Alan Cox Show! Exclusive news update!
Rain delay?
Yeah. I don't even know if they haven't postponed it yet, but they're not going to start probably for a while. More Cox.
If you can't play, you can't lose to the Reds.
You can't get swept.
That's right. There's your silver lining. Mm-hmm. Don't even need the sun out for that. All right, let me take a break then. You want to text 35192 anywhere you are. You can leave us messages if you're listening on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7
WMMS.